an important event for the future of justice. An office of the International Criminal Court will soon appear in Ukraine. ICC investigators will receive a permanent presence in the country, which will bring their cooperation with Ukrainian law enforcement officers to a new level.
Це дуже важливо.
This is very important because the number of crimes that the prosecutor's office is now investigating is unprecedented. According to the General Prosecutor's Office of Ukraine, it has exceeded 70,000 war crimes alone. This is a colossal amount. It is obvious that the national authorities are not capable. There is simply physically no such possibility to cover all these crimes. That is why the involvement of experts from the International Criminal Court is extremely important. This is a very positive signal to bring Russian war criminals to justice for their crimes in Ukraine.
Despite the fact that Ukraine has not yet ratified the Rome Statute, this is the fundamental document in the work of the International Criminal Court. Its prosecutors have been working in the country under special jurisdiction since 2014. Investigated crimes committed during the Revolution of Dignity and Russian aggression in the Donbass. And in March 2022, the ICC began investigating crimes related to the full-scale Russian invasion.
Because without the rule of law, we will have a society dominated by those with the biggest amount of weapons. We are ready to speed up our work for Ukrainians and people around the world to see justice as soon as possible and for the perpetrators to be punished. Karim Khan, prosecutor of the International Criminal Court, at a meeting with the President of Ukraine.
The main focus of the ICC office in Ukraine will be the investigation of war crimes, genocide and crimes against humanity. Gathering evidence will help bring Russian soldiers and officers to justice.
Тобто Міжнародний кримінальний суд працюватиме над цим.
The International Criminal Court will work on these three crimes, which in part, of course, will not affect the top military political leadership. But in order to ensure full responsibility and cover the fourth international crime, which is also recognized in the Rome Statute as the crime of aggression, we will work on the creation of a special tribunal for the crime of Russian aggression against Ukraine, separate from the International Criminal Court, which unfortunately doesn't have jurisdiction to investigate crimes of aggression.
Ukraine is actively lobbying for the creation of a tribunal over the Russian leadership at various international meetings and platforms, and there are already good results. The EU has announced the creation of an office of the International Prosecutor's Office. It will start work in July in The Hague. It will collect evidence of the crimes of the Russian leadership.
The center will work together with a joint investigation team created with the participation of 6 EU member states and Ukraine. Its goal is to collect and preserve evidence for future trials. We have already given such competence to Eurojust and have also created a new database. Didier Reynders, European Commissioner for Justice in the European Parliament.
The tribunal will surely be created, analysts say. The only question is whether Putin and his associates will be in the dock or the guilty verdict will be announced in absentia or posthumously. Reported by Dana Kolesnik, Vasil Panasiuk, UATV News.